I don't think I ever. I might have gone to one game at FedEx Field right after
Hmm.
shortly after they moved there. But most of the games I went to were at RFK. I did get to attend. I went to was it Redskins 49ers game when they had Steve Young and Jerry Rice. It was the
Hmm.
Niners Super Bowl year, so I got to
So
go to that one.
my dad was
I,
we were stationed in Fort Meade, Maryland. So when
Hmm.
I lived in Maryland back in the 80s, I mean I was Joe Theismann, Joe Riggins. I mean, when
oh,
I was younger, I was a Redskins fan, but
but I
I'm out
got to
here.
go. I did get to go to their final home game at RFK, which was against the Cowboys, which, of course, we won that one. And I also got to
Hmm.
go out onto the field watching people just ripping turf out of the grass out of the ground. I think there might
Hmm.
have been people that were trying to steal chairs off and carry them out of the stadium, which I'm not really sure how that was going to work. But somebody tried, I'm sure. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
I've met I've been a fan since I was born. Basically, I got to meet I've met John Riggins. I've met Sonny and Sam. I met them. Met Daryl Green. Met Art
Hmm.
Monk. Met Dexter Manley. I met most of the 80s, the 90s guys. Daryl Green. I went to a couple of the camps when I was younger, and my knees weren't broken. So, which was why my mindset as a kid, I was like, all right, I'm playing the NFL. I'm going to go to college. I'm only going to college as a technicality so I can get to the NFL, get drafted by Washington, and go on to the Hall of Fame. And that was where I thought I was going to go. And everyone's like, "What are you going to be, a quarterback?" I said, "Heck no, I want defense. Defense wins championships." So, um, but yeah, it's been fun. It's been a rough 20 some years to be a
Yes, sir.
fan, and
Yes,
I am
sir.
so excited for the owners meetings to find out that the team has been sold. I'm hoping that that's when they'll make an announcement.
Yeah,
Oh,
they'll make an announcement.
I know Santiago messaged me saying something that there was an article he messaged me a tweet that the Josh Harris Mitchell Rails group now includes Magic Johnson, officially has submitted a fully financed bid that meets Dan Snyder's $6 billion asking price. And I was like, yeah, because I think we brought that up last week. We actually brought up that Magic Johnson was getting involved. I didn't know that they made the official bid, so I'm hoping that
Hmm.
will go through, because I'm okay with that. I mean, as long as we can, maybe bring back the old name or something better than the Commanders.
It's time.
Uh,
I would love the old name to come back. I know it's not going to, but as a
yeah.
fan, I would love it to come back. The Commander, it just
It,
hasn't grown on me. It has not,
true.
and the
True.
mascot is another thing that has not grown on
That
me.
was stupid. That's
I
just
don't.
stupid.
My
It's like,
issue with this name change is, why does the Kansas City get to keep their name? Like that, how is that fair? That's not fair. Why
Uh,
do they get to keep?
well, with all due respect, they're the OG, and they actually
Yeah,
have.
I know, but they're also, they got Patrick Mahomes and they've
Oh,
been
I
winning
know.
Super
I know.
Bowls, so we can't go after the golden team right now.
I
Well,
mean, you
did you
still
see the
got the
other thing?
colors.
I know,
True.
I'm okay with.
But
I'm okay.
did you see the
It'll grow on me.
RG3?
Yeah,
Did you
who's
see the RG tweet that
oh,
Steve Finley tweeted out? The RG3 may try to join the one of the owners and become part of the ownership group.
oh
I mean,
God, I
he
hope.
does that.
He's such a knucklehead. I think he took one too many hits to the head, anyways. But I mean, and we know he did. We know he did, but he sometimes he makes some good tweets, and then there's the rest of them. You question what's going on.
Hey, hey, look, man, he was I remember the first play he did when he threw that
Hmm.
bomb up in the
Mhm.
air, and
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, wow.
he was the future that got ruined by Dan Snyder.
Well, I mean,
Um,
yeah, yes and no, because you know that when he won the Heisman at Baylor, he actually had a concussion, had to sit out a game. So I mean, he had already had an issue back in college. Then when he
right,
came
yeah.
back, so I mean,
Well,
kind of
well,
liability, unfortunately.
you got look. If you saw what Purdy did, he said,
Purdy
"Coach,
was, oh
my
man, he
arm,
was
I
just,
can't. My arm, I'm hurt." And you sometimes have to be an advocate for yourself. If you're hurt,
Mhm.
you gotta like, look, I can't do it, and you have to think about your future. But if you I'm gonna go out there and I'm just gonna shred my knee, and that's the end of my career. And he was never the never the
Mhm.
same. Never the
Yeah,
same.
he wasn't. He should never have gotten put in the playoffs. That ruined him. I mean, but there's countless things that I could go on and on
Mhm.
about the issues with Washington with
Oh,
different
like
players and
oh, what you mean hiding money from the other owners, having
oh
these books over here, and
hey
then having
Dan
these books over here?
Dan
Don't give
Snyder
them
said
those
that Dan
books.
Snyder said there was Mr. Snyder said there was nothing happening. That was all. It's just made up news articles by the Washington Post and Jeff Bezos, which we all know is true. I mean, God, I'm
Hey,
amazed that it took
hey,
this that he just didn't get kicked out.
just pay me my $60 billion. Don't bring nothing up. I'll shake your hand and I'm out. Bye. And you guys are not gonna do no investigation on me, are you? Right? We're good. We're good. Okay.
So
Bye.